This conference will now be recorded.
This is Sivkumar Subramanian speaking to you for ABAP demo. Before starting ABAP demo, let me introduce about myself. Since 2005, I was with my SAP IT industry. Before 2005, I was with Microsoft. I worked with different MNC companies like Wipro, Capgemini, Accenture. Like there are so many companies I involved. Parallelly, I'm working. I shared trainings also. Okay, so I involved trainings especially for induction programs. Those were students completed graduation. So I involved induction programs. I also trained SAP working people already working on SAP models. I was with Wipro. I trained like BW people and functional people, and also involved some support project trainings like Warner Brothers. I was with Capgemini and Smith. I trained like a lot of companies going to be using this. Okay, this is my experience in SAP IT industry. I had both end-to-end project development experience, and also I'm having training experience. So this is my introduction to you. Okay, good. You all came for learning for ABAP language. I will explain what is ABAP means: Advanced Business Application Programming. It was designed the complete business solutions automation process for any organization. That means any organization we can make worldwide operations. It is a powerful language. This /4 stands for fourth generation language tool. Fourth generation language tool means putting less efforts, less programming code. We can develop business models, automation, programming applications very fastly, rapid system. Once you learn ABAP language, you can develop platform independent applications. Here we can develop BAPIs, business application programming interfaces. Very simple, I can say to you. You want to place a Apple phone or Apple laptop, you want to make order, you want to submit order to Amazon. Amazon talk to Apple company. Already SAP is automation has been done in the Apple company. In SAP server, there is an interface BAPI automatically performs online business transactions without any manual interaction. That is called platform independent. And using ABAP, we can do convert output 120 countries language format. Presently in the market, every industry, there is no any printing process, hard copy. Everybody receiving business document files. You travel a flight, you travel in a bus, okay. You place the order online, everything is business document files, no printing process, correct? So using ABAP language, we can make worldwide with customers. Without printing, we can communicate their language format, business document files. It supports 120 countries language format. This is the main advantage of ABAP language. Okay, I will explain everything on board. I will use paintbrush is the board for you. Hope everybody comfortable. So just now you understand about ABAP language called as a /4. To get job in SAP IT industry, you need to upgrade ABAP language. Here, SAP is not a word. Some people can pronounce as SAP, but here it called as SAP. So here SAP stands for Systems, Applications, Products in Data Processing. What is exactly on any operating system? SAP Business Products can perform client server technologies, 3-tier technologies, web technologies, mobile apps technologies. Everything can survive to work in the worldwide. Initially, this company started from Germany as SAP AZ company. There are 5 ex-IBM employees. They started this company. First, they developed punch card systems in 1970s. It is used for machinery. 50 topmost Germany industry companies was highlighted this product. While they are moving with the companies, they have seen every company administration, every company sales, everything standard is there. They developed standard models. Okay. They changed presently this company as SAP Labs Limited. Okay. This company is number one complete business solutions for any organization automation process. They developed around 60 to 80 components they developed, which is performs ERP market leaders. In 120 countries, more than 1 lakh customers they have. Their software is operating in different companies. Good. Of course, in the market, there are so many softwares are there, but you must have an idea about before going to understand SAP. You must have an idea about ERP. ERP is not a product. We can call it as it is a enterprise resource planning. It is a system, an organization to change as worldwide operations. Initially, many companies they are operating their departments with software, with hardware, computerized. But ERP is a different system. So there are different companies performs business transactions, business without ERP, business with ERP. So let us understand about what is going on. Business with ERP, let us see. Okay. ERP means enterprise resource planning. If the organization having very huge business transactions, they want to make their business product globalized. They want to make their business transactions worldwide operations. They can use this. So in resource, everywhere, these all departments we can operate. So planning means is nothing but of we can run our business product Windows based, web applications, and also mobile applications. And also we can provide a support while operating the software in the company. Any issues comes, we can make it close that issues by raising the tickets. So when you come to using with this in market, there are many companies using different softwares which runs business without ERP. Here you can see sales, production, accounts, and environment health system. Environment health system. So the sales department operating Visual Basic software, different database, different operating. Production software using C and C++. Accounts people are using Tally package, Wings package. Java they are using administration department. But here what you found, different software products, different databases, different operating systems. So here it is not possible to make your business operations worldwide with business without ERP. It is possible business with ERP. How? With integration. What is exactly integration? Integration means nothing but you want to buy a car. You want to buy a BMW car. You don't need to go to Germany. You can meet vendor collect your payment information. The BMW car sales department checks with accounts. Everything is okay. Then warehouse starts releasing and ready to allow transportation. Department will give you authorized delivery. Finally, from the warehouse, the goods will be delivered. Once the car has been received to vendor, okay, directly you will receive the car. Here, what's happening? Integration. Department to department, automatically your transaction has to process. That is coming in ERP system. It follows a single software, single integrated software, single database, and operating system compatibility. So anywhere your orders, your transactions can be communicated, processed, data can be tracking anywhere, information can be shared in the world anywhere. And in this ERP, single software can talk to other software like Java, .NET, C Sharp, Python, any other product software language. Also, it can communicate. So this is the main standards in the worldwide. If any organization want to run business transactions without any manual interaction, you want to process business transactions online, we have to run ERP system. Okay. So when you come to using these ERP systems, there are many companies has come in market in the world. So here you can see Bond, one company. Oracle application is one company. JD Edwards is the one company. PeopleSoft one company. Navision. In all these things, SAP is the number one automation process worldwide operations with WAN system, value added network system. 60 to 80 components. These components is the number one industry for any organization. In all ERP products, why SAP? SAP stands for Systems Applications Products in Data Processing. Applications means real time. For all business resources, every organization we can operate through software. Products means nowadays we can run a platform independent client server technologies. These all qualities SAP has included. First in 1973, they developed a single user. 79, they developed multi-user with mainframes COBOL. In 1996, when Microsoft has introduced Windows operating systems, they also introduced a component called ECC, that is called Enterprise Central Component. It is just like business models operation. As a human being, you know, multivitamin tablet. What is multivitamin tablet? If you keep the tablet inside the stomach, once you had tablet, that multivitamin tablet is good for a healthy for all organs. The same thing, SAP also developed one ECC component. If you install that product, you can run an organization, administration, sales, production, material management, accounts, everything. Daily business function operations we can operate. And here everything is developed, all the applications. You no need to develop everything, all the applications they developed. So these are the modules in SAP. We can see that total around 60 to 80 components. So this is about introduction about SAP industry. Good. Why I have to learn ABAP language to get a job in SAP industry? Very good. Then what is the difference? If I learn other language, if I learn ABAP language, what's the difference we'll see now? In market, there are some other languages there. You might have heard C, C++, but very less. But Java, very huge, very good. .NET, they used C Sharp. And there is another language is the Python. There is another language is SAS. Okay, there is another language, R language. You might have heard about this. Of course, in market, scripting language, web programming, everything. Like this, there are many languages out there. Then why I have to learn ABAP language? If I learn Java, if I learn other software, if I go do the job, what's the difference? What is your final target to get an IT job, correct? So your target is you want to get a job in IT development company. Why? Why we have to get the job in IT development company? Salary is very good, decent job, everything facilities. Fine. Once you join a job in an organization, IT development company, you have to be with project team, correct? In project team, there is a manager will be there, associate manager, team lead, junior, so many people are there. In this, you are the role as a team member, correct? So far so good. You are working in a company as a team member in a project for all facilities. Then what is your role, daily work in the company? So your role is to develop application or some solve issues. So when you want to develop an application, this is your target, correct? So whatever software you learn using that language, you need to write programs to develop applications, something. Then what are the things I need to take care when I have developed the application? Let us understand development going on. You have to focus database design, correct? When users entering the data, where to save the data, whenever end user asks the information, how to retrieve, we need to take care of tables and we need to write a database logic. You need to develop for users applications, client side for end users applications. You need to develop the desktop application, which is nothing but called as the Windows. You need to design web applications, website. Of course, presently customers, please app download and submit the order. Mobile apps. These all things you have to develop nowadays customer service. Good. I have to keep my business logic entire thing in server. For every user request response, immediately I want to process very fastly. We need to develop a middle layer programming. So here we need to develop a components as class libraries. Why it is reusable, multiple users request and response management, precompiled logic. So once you join in a company, you need to develop an application. These are all things you need to take care, correct? Good. So far, so good. Suppose if I use any other language like Java, SAS, or scripting, if I use these languages, if I develop this application, some language I choose and join in company, what's happening? If I learn ABAP language for SAP and join in IT development company, in SAP IT development company, what's happening? We'll see no difference. This is very important for your target because you want to make your career the best, putting less efforts, getting more benefits, correct? Suppose if you go for other language to develop the application. So here what's happening is you need to put more efforts and program code more. Okay, lot of time risk analysis. Yes or no? You need to spend a lot of time to write the coding part. Suppose you go for Java, a lot of coding, time risk analysis. Okay, good. And finally, you will get less benefits. That's the difference. Suppose if I come to ABAP language, what is the advantage? Here I need to put less efforts. And here program code is less because everything already developed. You don't need to write the programs. So existed programs we have to install. Before installation, any modification, you have to write some 10%, 5% of the code. So here programming code is less. So suppose if you're going to develop a new application, there also everything is available. I can use the tools, I can build the application very fastly. Good. So far so good. Here time is less with rapid application development. Good. And here you'll get more benefits. How? Because it is a worldwide operation. Everything is a worldwide operation. That is the advantages using this. Good. So far so good. So if I start SAP company joined, any organization to change SAP automation. So SAP project work takes 12 to 24 months. 24 months time it takes to complete the project as a complete end-to-end project. We can call as a E2E. So you are safe. Correct. With project work in the company for job 2 years. So when you go for this end-to-end project, first project design will start. In 2 years, this team, what are the things to do? They will design a specs, whoever what to do. After that, they will do customizing. Already developed product, they will convert for a company programs. While customizing going on, the work will go a realization work. This is nothing but ABAPers has to enter role. Here, existed product, we have to open modifications. We have to develop some new applications. We have to develop reports. We have to do data transfer process. These all things we'll do. So here, very less programming code and risk is less. So after testing process over, the next we need to go for a go live. Means what? Go live means nothing but of install the product into company or relation company. Only we have to give data upload of company backup, and we have to make integration, and we have to give a product support. That is the things we have to take care. Here, ABAP role is very less. Technically and functionally, we have to solve it. So this is the advantage if you enter into SAP IT industry. Good. So as your career, once you join in a company, you want to understand, you need to take care this very much important. Do you have any questions so far? Any doubts, please? Difference between ERP and business without ERP, business with ERP. What is SAP? I explained to you. Okay. So there is a new student is joined. Like who is that? Bitu Saika. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Bitu?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I can hear.
Okay. So this is the advantage of ABAP language. If you join in a company, I have to tell you. Good. So first, a good. Now, once you join in an organization, SAP development company, SAP developed a product called ECC. This is Enterprise Central Components. Enterprise Central Components. It is designed a business logistics product. Everything we can operate, any organization. We can operate accounts. We can operate administration. We can operate sales. We can operate materials, purchase, stores, warehouse. We can operate machinery. Like this, there are so many tools they developed. It's a big software. Installation it takes 8 hours to 10 hours from hard disk to hard disk, around 300 GB it occupies. It is designed two types of products. One is called ERP6 with EHP8. It is still SAP given license. Till 2028, this software can be used. As for HANA, there is one more product is introduced. This both belongs to ECC product. Using this, any organization, daily business functional operations we can operate. Of course, why we have to learn two? Because this is the costly S4 HANA around 2 crores. Still, it is not that much market product because fast 2 years due to pandemic, corona, all companies in loss of production. They are not upgrading to this S4 HANA, but 2023 S4 HANA will be dominated. So in this also everything, all the models they developed, and here they use the language called ABAP language. In this all the business models they use the language called is ABAP language. In S4HANA they use the language called OABAP. What's the difference? OABAP means object oriented programming. ABAP means procedural oriented programming. Of course, all business models standard logic SAP developed internally using the concept called here function models. Here in web app, they developed as a class with methods. What's the difference? Suppose there is one application is accessing by 100 users. At server side, for all 100 users, it will take care logic one instance, only one man show. Where with web app, where 100 users, for 100 instances, 100 instances it is going to take care. Performance is very fast. When using with the EHP8, SAP used their own database. They used interface databases, Oracle. Here they used HANA database. What's the difference? HANA database is 10 times faster than Oracle database. Okay, this is the quite difference. But here you no need to learn HANA, you no need to learn Oracle databases. This is controlled by basis administrators. Good. Then how to start ABAP? I want to get a job in ABAP. What are the things I have to learn with ABAP? So to learn ABAP language, we have to install SAP ECC product. Just now I shown to you either EHP8, that's the version, or S4, anything. So first we should understand about, okay, SAP history. What are the SAP products? What is SAP R3 technologies? Means real-time 3-tier architecture. Then after that, you should understand SAP system landscape. So these are things you have to learn. First, initially, you will upgrade to this. This is completely theory to understand about this. Once you understand about SAP technologies, the next we have to learn, the next concept is SAP database. This is nothing but called as a data dictionary. Here, SAP business application data, everything is maintained database tables for every module, the design tables. You no need to create, no need to worry. Suppose in real time, if you go for a learning Oracle or you go for other database, you need to learn commands, but here not necessary. Everything is navigation steps. Okay, let me connect the server. I'll show you. Of course, to connect SAP server, we have to install SAP logon pad software. This is used to connect the server with a logon pad software login system. But I'm showing you directly a remote server system. Okay. I am going to directly to connect through remote desktop. I will provide MSTSC to connect the remote. Directly I'm accessing the server. First it will ask to provide SAP authorization server, I mean server authorization. You can see in the server there is one SAP logon screen. This is called logon pad to current SAP server. If you go in real time in the company, you can see there are so many products are there. In this, you can see EHP8 IDAS. IDAS means it is an education training software. SAP provides two types of software, training software and development. So we are showing training software. So once you click on this logon, it will show you a logon screen here. It is showing as a ECC, Enterprise Central Component. It follows EHP8 version. Here, it is asking to provide client username and password. Just provide client is 800. What is this client? Using SAP software, we can manage multiple organizations data. Okay, understanding multiple organizations data. So which organization you want to connect? That organization we have to client we need to provide. For example, Reliance company is SAP. They have oils, gas, geo, electronics. So each one is one client. Okay, let me provide the username and password. Of course, we will use EN as the English language. Once you press enter, this is the SAP ECC product main menu. Here, everything, all the business models is developed. You can see accounting complete. It is more than tally package. Worldwide operations you can do. And administration. In this, you can see time management, payroll, everything is developed. And logistic, these are all called daily business functional operations, material management, production, sales, everything they developed. You don't need to develop. Good. You can see in the corner, there is one drop down list. Here, this drop down list performs as SAP gateway. From here, we can run any business application. So if you want to create a sales order, just enter BH01. Automatically, the application screen is designed. Menu is designed by ABAP. Through ABAP language they developed. You want to create a purchase order, everything they provided as T codes, transaction. Just providing T code we can enter. So these all screens, menus, everything designed through ABAP menu, ABAP language only. Then how to learn ABAP language? Here in the tools, you can see ABAP workbench. What is this? It is a workbench environment. Very simple. You want to become a shuttle champion. So far, Sindhu is the girl leading Olympics, all championship is. Why not males to dominate? So you met Sindhu coach Pulal Gopichand in Hyderabad. He may not come to your home to teach you, correct? He will ask you to come to High Tech City, Madhapur, his stadium, morning 4 o'clock. We can start giving environment training for shuttle badminton to become champion. The same thing, SAP also provided ABAP workbench. Anybody wants to use my software before installation, you want to changes? Yes. Or you can modify my applications? Yes. You can develop your own applications? Yes, we can create. Here you can see in above workbench there is an option. These all tools you can see as /4 tools, means fourth generation long base tools. So here you can see there is one data dictionary. This is a central source of logical database managed area to communicate SAP database system. For every module, SAP design database tables. Suppose for stores materials, they design a table called MAKT. In this, you can see all the materials. This is the structure of table. And you can see in this all the materials list you can see. And again here, it is going to store all the countries' materials. You see Japan language, Russia language. Here in the database they design a field called LANG. This is the country language it stores. All the countries we can store here. Okay, good. So like this, every table they design, like this, you can see there is a table KNA1. This is the table called customer. In accounts, they want to keep customer. What do you mean customer? Always cash transaction. Okay, this database is maintained by SAP accounts transaction code. There is a transaction code XD03. This will going to call the information about customer. I will enter some customer number as 3000. If you press enter, okay, it will show you customer details, everything in a different tab screen. These are all things using ABAP language. They develop the screens, everything. So you don't need to worry. But how it is coming? This is coming in the database. So let me show you in the database. There is a table KNA1. From here, I will show the record. So I will enter 3000. And you can see the customer record information. Very user friendly. So this is the advantage in SAP IT industry. So first, initially, we will teach you data dictionary, no programming, all very user friendly. Each object, how SAP designed and developed, what is the purpose, when to use. If you understand, that is enough for understanding about SAP database. So once you completed SAP database, we will take you to, okay, ABAP basics programming. So here, there is a tool SAP has provided, the transaction code called SE38. This is ABAP editor. So whoever wants to create programs to learn, first they have to start ABAP editor. We will teach you exactly what is ABAP language, okay, the program architecture, and what are the standard declarations, how to write the program. You want to write the program, what are the declaration standard, what are the programming data storage types, what are the different types of ABAP commands. Here we have to learn statement commands and control commands, means control structures, if condition, else if conditions, and loops repetitions. These are all things we have to learn starting initially. Okay, let me show you anywhere. You can see there is one ABAP editor. If I double click on this, or I can provide SE38. I want to show a simple text message into the desktop screen. Let me create program. I can mention Z, G for user specified, C for class. Okay, ABAP. Okay, I'll mention is a demo. Why I'm mentioning starting G means SAP software itself occupies the product 300 GB. In this, if I create my program, searching 300 GB hard disk, very risk. That's why if you create 300 GB, whatever software is there, if you create starting with Z, it occupies a small temporary block. It stores in that. Easily it can recognize to read my data, my program. So let me create. Here, I need to provide title. I'll mention it is a ABAP basics programming. Here we can create different types of programs. Executable, include, module pool, function group, subroutine pool, interface pool, class pool, so many. Executable program is just like to execute program directly to see output. It is used for reports. Include program means wherever duplicate declarations are there, we can keep include. We can link everywhere, dynamic linking. This module pool in Java, we can call as applet programming. In Microsoft.NET, we can call as a Visual Basic 6 programming. It is used to develop graphic user interface, Windows applications tools. Next, function group. These are all middle layer programming, server-side logic we can develop. Subroutine. This is nothing but of subprograms. Just like in C language, function call by value, call by reference. This interface pool, class pool, these two are used for object-oriented programming. This type pool, this is for global structures. Okay, let me select the option executable. Okay, I'm just saving the program. You can see the editor. Here, the star symbol identifies the comment test. Never works as a command line. So I can mention star, and I can write it is a above basic program. This executable program shows as a report name, followed by full stop. Here in ABAP, every command ends with dot symbol. Every command ends with dot symbol. Same thing in C long ways. Okay. Okay. We can call it as every statement command ends with semicolon. Good. So far so good. Now I want to show a simple test message. I will use the command called write. In C language, it is just like printf, and colon is used to declaration of standard. I'll specify welcome to ABAP language or ABAP programming into SAP worldwide operations. Quotes close and full stop. Every statement command ends with dot. It is just like in C language printf. Okay, every program should be activated when I press F8. You see that it is showing title, it is showing this message. Like this, initially you have to learn some programs, commands to write program. Here I'm mentioning colon slash 35. Colon slash means next line. It shows 35th column position right side it displays. Here I'll mention skip 5. It moves the cursor 5 lines down. And here I'm using one more command, color 3. And let me save, check, and activate. When you press F8, you can see welcome to our programming. This is a skip command. Like this, we have to learn initially all the program commands. This is the background color, and 35th position it is displaying. Suppose if I made a mistake, I typed misfield of syntax wrong. Wrote I typed. When I compile, it says it is not wrote, actual command is write, it is going to say. So like this, we can do assistancy for syntax of help. Good. So initially, we have to learn about basics programming. That is very much important. And we'll teach you programming, all the control structures, how to write, everything you can teach you. Okay, let me show you one program for you. Understanding. See this program. And first I'm executing this program. See that it is the employee payroll. When you run the program, it is asking enter basic salary. So I will enter my salary is 76,500 is the basic. Once I click on execute, it is showing the output. The basic salary, house rent allowance, provident fund, and gross salary calculation. How to write this sample program internally? Here in the programming, it is consists standard declarations. At runtime, you want to input basic salary. Here there is a declaration is called parameters. It is just like in C language, scanf to input the data. Type is the keyword. This is the variable name basic salary. P is the packet number. Supports 7 digits of number. Good. So far so good. And this data is again standard declaration. Internally memory to allocate HRA, house rent, provident fund, gross calculation. And this is the way we can do calculations. And this is the way we can able to show the output. So initially we have to learn programming concepts, basics, very important. Once you learn all these things, the next you have to learn some standard functions. What are the standard functions? It is used for any concatenating, split, or convert capital, small. These all things we can use SAP predefined functions we can write. After that, you have to learn concept called modulation techniques. So this is very important concept for you to become stronger in SAP industry. Here we'll teach you include programming, okay, and routines and function models. These all things will teach you. Okay. So once you learn this, you will understand SAP predefined applications. What is there inside SAP developed applications? I can easily understand. Then after that, we'll teach you ABAP with data dictionary. This is nothing but called as database programming. Here we'll teach you how to write database commands, OpenSQL and native SQL. So OpenSQL for SAP database, non-SQL for not native SQL for non-SAP other database servers to connect. So these all things will teach you in ABAP basics programming. This is nothing but called as a foundation. So you'll be going through database to ABAP basics programming here. Okay, fine. So once you learn this concept ABAP basics program perfectly, you're very stronger, just like a foundation in a building. So there is a building is there, 500 floors. When the building is strong, if the foundation is good, correct? Yes or no? If the foundation is good, then it is very strong. Similarly, here also, this basics programming makes you strong once you open SAP business models, already developed applications. If you open the code, you can design, you can modify, you can add a new logic, or you can develop your own objects. So after completion of this ABAP basics programming is over, then we will promote to you ABAP business model. That means you can ready to start in the development. So first we'll teach you GUI dialog. Okay, Windows dialog programming. GUI Windows dialog programming. So what is that here? We will use the tools, screen painter and menu painter. These are all tools we can do. Why we have to learn GUI programming? Already SAP is developed. Okay, let me go to the server, please. Here you can see in accounts, there is one application I'll show you in the financial accounting. Banks. There is a bank master data is there. In this, there is one application called FH01. If I double click, it will comes, or if I entered FH01 T code, it will come to the screen. In the first screen, it is asking bank entry, bank key. If you press F4, it will show you a search help to select the country. Okay, I'll select the country is India. So I'll select the country is India. Once you select this, automatic IN will come. After this bank key, I don't know what is the bank key. If you press F1, nice help. These all things we can do through ABAP language. What is bank key? Means bank branch code. Okay, I'll mention MBI. Okay, 12345, and I'll press enter. It goes to second screen. I will mention Mumbai Bank of India, and I'll press F4 for reason selection. I don't know what is the reason. I can select Maharashtra. 30 state. Okay, I can say IT state, IT Park Aroli, city Mumbai, and branch I can say Aroli. And once you click on save, this entire data goes to server-side logic. Function model will receive. Already logic is developed by SAP. It stores into the table. Already table also designed. You don't need to write everything written through ABAP. Good. Let me see this record. I will go to data dictionary. So there is a table designed as BNKA, SAP design. I want to see my record today's whatever I created. When I click on execute, you can see that it is showing my record is Mumbai Bank of India. Okay, so this is the advantage SAP developer product. Suddenly, this application want to open and modify. Then how to do it? I don't know how it is developed. That is called dialog programming. Using dialog programming, okay, I can open application, I can design, I can modify. Here you can see there is a screen painter. Here we can design a screen. For example, see here I'm creating one screen. Same bank master screen I'm going to design. I'll show you. Very user friendly. Suppose if you go for Java, you need to spend a lot of time to design the screen. So here I'll press F6. I'll provide the table BNKA. Whatever fields I want, I can select. Okay. I'll just press enter. See that how nicely I can design a screen field. So like this, we can able to do designing. You have to learn this. If you learn perfectly this, okay, then you can open a SAP predefined module. You can do modifications. Or if they're not interested SAP module, you can develop your own object. These are all things you can learn very user friendly GA programming. Of course, 98 onwards, I am with Microsoft industry. Microsoft Visual Basic 6 is my favorite tool. Almost all my students become toppers in SAP industry, developing new applications, objects in SAP. So after you learn the GA programming, we will take you to OABAP. This is nothing but of object oriented, okay, programming with ABAP commands. Okay, so this is very important. Presently, S4HANA product, everything internally, all business models logic, they developed using a language called OABAP. Okay, so what is the advantage? If you learn this in-depth, this programming OABAP, you're in the company, you are promoted to S4HANA project. You're promoted to S4HANA project. Okay, so using this, the advantage is, okay, we can develop object-oriented ABAP objects programming. Presently in the SAP IT industry, every ABAPer has to be strong with OABAP programming also. It is just like similar to in C++ and Java like this programming. After completion of this, the next I will take you to reports and reports forms I'll teach you. It is just like a mass printing. So these are all things we have to learn as a business model. What are these reports and report forms? Classical reports, interact reports, we need to develop. Report is nothing but a hard copy. Report form means it is nothing but a printed information on a pre-formatted test printed paper. Suppose if you go one treasure shop, you buy some treasures, you will pay money, you will get 3 slips. These all 3 slips are printed matter. We can call it as it is a mass printing. One printout is for you, another printout is for dispatch to collect your treasures, another printout for gate slip, security guard. So lot of customers every time have to print on the paper, lot of time wastage. So already printed information is there in the paper. We can print information. So we can develop 2 types of reports, classical reports and interact reports. Classical means it shows only one output. Interactive means once the output is generated, we can see many outputs. Okay, I can show you one output. So sales report, I'll show you. This is the transaction code. Here I select sold to parties 3000 customer. When I click on execute, so it will show you 3000, what are the sales. So huge data we can do it. This is called ALV reports. What is the advantage of ALV reports? With less programming code, we can present huge amount of data. Here everything is developed to function models. You no need to write logic. Just give your 5000 records. It will take care to present. Same time, another user also select something. Let me show you. There's another user is selected some data, some request. For that user also, it shows the reports. This is the main advantage of using reports we can develop. As an ABAPer, once you join in a company, your target is you have to develop the report. They'll give you target to develop the report. Like I will show you my involvement, like when I involved my UK project, wireless company, how I involved the project, I will show you. You can understand this. So this is some one interface development have to take care for UK wireless in UK. Okay. So in this I involved, and they'll give you a solution like this. They'll ask you develop report like this. A new report has to be developed following attributes. Whatever things in the report you have to develop, they'll give you task like this. How many days they'll give you? You see here, to develop the report, they given 4 days, but I have shown in 2 hours. For me, 2 hours I have shown this report, but they given 4 days for us, and they given this interface to develop 5 days. They given, but I've shown in 2 days. This is the way you have to learn skills in your programming. Good. So far so good. After that, report forms. In report forms, we'll develop smart forms. You can see there is no programming, everything user friendly, drag and drop you can do here. Okay, you can see this report form. It is just like a sales order form. So I will execute this. You can see how it is going to process. It takes time for activation. So we can see information in a different types of windows as a blocks we can develop as a smart forms. So presently in the market, for mass printing, we have to use this. Okay, I'm printing one so and so selected order. So let us see how the sales order is going to be print. So we can print like this output in a neatly in a different blocks to print the sales order, because already in the paper there is a printed matter will be available there. In that I want to print this order details. What is the order number? What is the organization? Who is the sold to party? What is the name? What's the capacity and currency? What is the net value? Which date and time generated? These are all things we can do, develop the applications. So as an ABAPer, once you join in a company, we have to develop the smart forms. Plus, and also we will convert as a ADA forms. ADA forms is nothing but of, it is a PDF printed format we can do it. Nowadays, everybody getting, even a your joining order from the company also, it is ADA form PDF file, correct? ADA reader. So like that, we can use ADAP files also, we can see. So we can see the ADAP documents to see information here in the ADAP reader. So these all forms we need to develop using reports and report forms. So once you completed successfully this portion, the next part we will take you to Go Live. What is Go Live? This is nothing but called as a, it is an integration. We can call as a, it is a cross application. We have to install the software in the company server, but that company having 5 countries. Everywhere we have to install, every department online we have to communicate. So here we have to learn ALE with IDOCs and EDI with IDOC. What is ALE? ALE means application linking enabling. We can process to communicate data SAP department to SAP department. What is the EDI? Electronic data interchange. Anywhere anybody wants to get orders, any printout equal business document files, you can get. For example, if you purchase BMW car, so BMW car, once you buy, you will get order in a business document file. How it will get from BMW company? Through electronic data interface, just like a fax. This IDOC is a container, just like ship in the worldwide. Anywhere the business document files can communicate and can interact. So this is very, very important to use for ALE with IDOC and EDI IDOC. After that, we will teach you the next is data transfer and upload process of company backup data. Every company, whenever I'm changing SAP automation, they will say previous 3 years we have data. Please upload it into SAP database. Here we have to learn BDC and BAPIS. BDC means batch data communication. Once I start night server, I can upload by morning some crores of transaction into database without entry part. That is called BDC, automatic data transferring. BAPI means online transactions, no manual interaction, automated data has to be transferred. These all things I will take care through BDC and PAPI. We will teach you. After that, the next concept is called BADIS, business add-ins. What is this business add-ins? We can call it as it is a enhancements. We can call it as a exits, providing additional changes into SAP product applications. Okay, without modifying the SAP source code. We don't want to change the SAP application code, but we want to write code, additional code. These all things we have to learn baddies. So this is all the part of in a go live. After go live, we'll teach you the next is baddies. This baddies is nothing but of we will provide additional logic through OABAP. So to learn baddies, you have to understand very much important OABAP programming. With OABAP program only, we can work out with this because we will write additional logic with OABAP. So once you learn OABAP, you can easily do through baddies also, business add-ins. So these are all the modules are available along with ABAP language. So once you complete these all modules, okay, you are evergreen for S4HANA project end to end. So you will become a evergreen for S4HANA project. So even any project we can go for this, either you can go for S4HANA or okay, you can go for ERP6 with EHP8. Presently in the market, 80% of projects is ERP6 with EHP8, not S4HANA. So you should be qualified these two. We are going to give training for this. So this is the stands for ABAP training for you. Okay, good. Do you have any more questions about this training? Yes, anybody can talk to me, those who are having any doubts. Okay, one more thing I will tell you before doubts. We will provide you ABAP course materials. So I'll give you two companies because I already involved with Sir. I'll give you Sir material to you. Suppose once you learn database, we will give you material for database concepts. And this is the material we'll give you. This is the Sir company material because I'm already involved with ABAP. Once the topic is over, you'll give you interview questions. What type of interview questions they will ask. Okay, good. Very good. After material is over, we will give you, okay, for development models as a lateral training. So once you develop applications, okay, we will give you train you, okay, a project case studies. Suppose you once you develop the reports, so we'll teach you around 15 to 20 case studies. How to develop these all things we'll explain you. Okay, so for example, if you join in IBM company, what type of task they'll give you, how they'll give you this task in the report, how to develop this report, they'll give a task like this. So we'll give you solution, how to go to develop this solution. We'll give you everything, real-time case studies. In company, we can call it as it is a lateral training here. Okay, it is a lateral training. So how to develop, how to write code. This is exactly the concept of coding part. Yeah, good. So we have a resume preparation, how to develop a resume format, how to write a sample resume, and of course since 2005 I was with SAP industry. I have many companies. Almost all I have companies, my manpower is there. During 2010-13 only I have 300 to 500 my manpower in the Wipro used to work with me, like my training students, everybody in Wipro. Okay, good. So it is a very user friendly training, and also we have a development oriented training. So you'll be very comfortable because I'm already experienced how to give an experienced training. Okay, fine, understanding. So you can see this is a company Wipro Bangalore Electronic City BW team. Okay, 3+ years experience people they are working with me. Okay, and this team is involved by Warner Brothers in Capgemini Mumbai, a support project of Warner Brothers from Germany. Like this, you have an advantage. And of course, I'm also having students like people are working in SAP. These are all people are okay. SD consultants, SAP SD model. They are also learning with me ABAP programming. Okay. So ABAP is a evergreen. Once you learn ABAP, okay, you will be stronger and you will get more growth. Promotion also will be there. That's the main advantage of in SAP and industry. Okay. So recently my students who are already put experience and they gone around 14 lakhs in Accenture company and they're going to become working as a super ABAPers. They are saying, okay, they're giving excellency award for them because when they give in for a report, they are giving in a 1.5 day, they're showing the report. That's the main advantage. And some of the students are mechanical engineering students. They're also dominating in ABAP programming in companies. Okay, good. So SAP having very bright future. You have a growth and very high level companies development, high level standards. And after development is over, when you install the product, you will learn high level in worldwide operations. You will learn concepts, integration. This is the main advantage of using ABAP language. It is evergreen. Okay, good. Yeah. Do you want to ask any questions? Anybody having any questions? Yeah, Mr. Anil, are you comfortable? Can you hear me, Anil? You are in the mute mode, please. Can talk to me.
Yes, comfortable.
Very good. Yes, B2 Saikia, you're from which place? B2?
I'm from Assam.
Okay, fine. Okay, so you're coming from which institution?
Hello.
Hello, you're coming from which institution?
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, all the best for everybody with SAP ABAP, your career in your SAP IT industry. Okay, bye.